What's up guys, welcome to Wicked Pixel. This is Wicked News episode 3. Thank you for joining us. Kick off today with some very sad news. Unfortunately, Highguard developers Wildlight have declared that they are shutting down the studio. They've got a couple of weeks left of gameplay for the servers before they go dark. This is a real shame for me guys. I've put a few videos out about Highguard and I'm not saying it was the best game in the world. It definitely wasn't. It was above average. It didn't suck. It was very fine. And given enough time to cook in the oven, I feel like this one could have pulled it back and had at least a decent size community around it, and I think it could have had some legs. I just think it's sucky that we're kind of in another situation like with Concord, where some really toxic people within the community have gone out of their way to bury this game before it's even released, and unfortunately as a result of that, lots of people end up losing their jobs. And for some reason they think that's funny, or they celebrate that. It's pretty disgraceful, and all I can say is I hope that all the developers at Wildlight get themselves sorted, and all the best for the next couple of weeks of gaming. I do feel like they're doing exactly the right thing. They're going down with the ship. They're still releasing some unfinished content. And they're basically saying, look, we love the game and we hope that you guys do too. Here's what we're all about. And I think that really shows some guts. And I really think it's good for them to go out on a bit of a high. So well done to you guys. In other news, and much more positively saying, Marathon has released on Thursday this week. It's been an absolute blast getting started with the game. Just as I had a great time with the Service Slam, I know lots of other people did. It's really funny to see all this negative spin, all this nonsense sort of YouTube videos and Twitch videos out there where people slating the game, suddenly turning around. We see that there's a community that are giving good feedback on the game. The reviews have gone from mostly positive. I think it's currently selling second on Steam charts. And I just think, yeah, this one's looking like a winner. They tried to concord this one, but no, we're not having that. We recognise when a game has got sweet gunplay, it's got definitely some interesting story behind it. I think we're going to see this one through, and I'm really glad that it's taken off. So I'm looking forward to playing a little bit more Marathon, and you can stay tuned for some content on Marathon coming up very shortly. It's been an absolutely crazy week for game releases. Another really huge release that has just, for me, absolutely passed me by. I'm not sure how I missed this one. But Slay the Spire 2 is also just released. I'm a huge Slay the Spire fan. If anybody knows me at all, they'll know that I've spent hundreds of hours on Slay the Spire, ranking up every class to Ascension 20, finishing all the achievements. I actually did it twice. I did it on the Xbox and then I also bought it on the PC just to do it again because I love the game so much. I think it's an absolute masterpiece of design. Every single component of that game is pitch perfect. It's so well made. And the second one, I've only played a short amount of time, but it feels very much like the first, and that is a very, very good thing. So I'm really looking forward to getting dug into that. I expect a lot of deep dive content on that one. I will be talking about strategies, beginners tips, and possibly making some individual guides for the character classes as we go through as well. So stay tuned on the channel for that one. And finally, another release that's come out just in the last couple of days, World of Warcraft Midnight. Now, I'm also, guys, a big MMO player. I've played a lot of MMOs in my time. I've also played a decent level in terms of playing with hardcore guilds in WoW over a number of different iterations. Most recently, playing with the Faded Sanity crew. Shout out to you all, guys, if you're listening. Hands down the most skillful bunch of players that I've ever played with, the most organised guild I've ever been a part of. That's completely something unique and different if you've never experienced that before. And that's why WoW has a real big place in my heart. I spent a lot of years playing with a lot of people, having some late nights, doing some great raids. So I always do have a look at WoW when a new expansion comes out. Now I have played retail, going back to the War Within, and I really enjoyed it, but just sort of something dragged me away. A few new games came out and I wanted to, get going with experiencing other things. But Midnight is looking really good. There's a possibility that maybe in a few weeks and months, depending on how the schedule's looking, I might nip back into Midnight WoW and just see what's cooking there as well. Just before I leave you guys, just one small piece of news from new CEO at Xbox, Asher Sharma. By the way, guys, we're dropping a new Xbox console called Project Helix. This is the kind of thing that a friend pointed out to me. We used to celebrate. It used to be the most exciting news that you've ever received in your life as a gamer. New consoles on the way. Oh my God. Here's some teasers. Here's some stingers. Here's some real information for you to absolutely obsess over for the next few weeks, months. And it was dropped like it was some sort of boardroom meeting memo. just really not understanding the vibe with this one. She basically just said, great start to the morning with Team Xbox, where we talked about our commitment to the return of Xbox, including Project Helix, the codename for our next generation console. So with a little bit of a whimper rather than a bang, we've got Ashley Sharma trying to make a point about the fact that we are continuing with the Xbox generation. That's a positive for me. It's just strap in and see where this one takes us. All right, thanks for listening, guys. Please do support the channel. Drop us a like and subscribe below. Leave your comments and stay tuned for more on the way.